This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel today, and I am going to go ahead and go over a deck that I have fallen in love with over the past month or so. It is probably the most fun I've ever had playing a deck, besides probably Cosmos years ago. And if you hadn't noticed by now, it is going to be P.U.N.K with Gold Pride. I've been playing this deck for the past month on the channel, and I'm getting better with it. I love it so much, and I'm going to go over it today. First things first, we're going to go ahead and start out with the P.U.N.K engine. You're going to go ahead and run 3 Xiamen. Xiamen is the searcher for the deck. I am also running 3 Foxy and 3 Oberdance. This is pretty much your consistency for the P.U.N.K side of the deck. This searches by paying 6. If you discard this along with another card, you get to special summon from the deck. And then this right here is you discard it to search. So just a lot of consistency. So special summon, search. It just helps the deck out a lot. Trying to see the cards that you're trying to see. I run 1 Shirakuzai, 1 Wagon, 1 Madam Spider, and 1 Deerno. You're gonna go ahead and use this as your fusion. This is gonna go ahead and search out the field spell, which is like a Pot of Greed, which is insane. This searches out the trap card, and then this right here is mainly used to recur from the graveyard when it's sent, and also it's there as material for your synchro, which I'll go over that once we get there. All right. This is the field spell. Anytime you pay light points for a psychic monster's effect, you draw a card upon resolution. So it's like this even works with Psychic and Punisher because it's a psychic. So you pay 1,000. As soon as it resolves, you draw a card. This is really nice because during the combo, you can probably draw, I think you draw 3 cards on top of all the searching that you're doing. So you're probably going through your deck. I want to say you're going through, like, you're seeing half your deck, which is really good. This is also the trap card that you can also search off from Madam Spider. This is essentially like an imperm. And if you control a P.U.N.K monster on the field, when you activate this card, you also gain light points. So that can come up too because you pay so much. All right. We also have, as well for consistency, we have 3 E-Telly. You definitely need to see this if you want to go ahead and make those plays, or if you want to extend through negation. Now we're gonna go through the Gold Pride side of the deck. We're gonna go ahead and play 3 Leon. I like Leon. He recovers from the graveyard, and he's a tuner, so that can come up when you make plays. So we have 3 of those. We also play 2 Carry. Carry, I like her, but I don't like to see her in my opening hand, even though she is an extender to a point. I just don't like. I like to search her off of the spell card, which I'll go over that as well. But she also searches the trap card, which is an insane trap card, and I'll go over that as well. So I also run 2 Roller Baller. Roller Baller is the fusion summon. While this is the quick effect synchro, this is the quick effect fusion. This card leads into the most busted fusion card I think I've ever read before. It's like, if you fusion summon the fusion card, you get to target monsters your opponent controls and equip them. Actually, I don't even think it's targeting. It's non-target, equip, and then so it's like removal in a sense, but it can't be negated either if your life points are lower than your opponent. So it's really good. I'll move these out the way, and then I also play the one of the Nitro Head. The Nitro Head comes up clutch with the cast matchup, or any if you're going first, you can end with this. It gives them a token during the opponent's standby phase. And then during the main phase, you can quick effect pop the token. It'll destroy all of the adjacent zones that it points to. And then it also can come clutch if you're, you can give the opponent the token, which stops them from playing, let's say it stops them from playing their monsters. If they're playing cash, it also stops them from using, what's that card? Evenly matched, which can come up too. You definitely don't want to get evenly matched and then it wipes your whole board up. So this can come up clutch sometimes. I like it as a one-of. I don't like to see it often unless I want it. This is the spell card. The spell card, when you activate it, you get to search for a Gold Pride monster, and then you lose life points equal to the attack of that monster. So it helps you lower your life points, which is what you want to do for your Gold Pride. And then, so it's like a consistency piece. And then once you have a Gold Pride extra deck monster that returns to the extra deck at the end phase, you draw a card. So this, along with the P.U.N.K field spell, allows you to draw so many cards. So if this stays on the field, you're gonna keep drawing. So that's really good. This is the trap card that I was talking about. So when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you get to flip this card over, and then you get to target that monster. You get to reveal 3 Gold Pride monsters from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one to special summon from the deck, and then that monster that was targeted from your opponent's side gets destroyed. So it's essentially an E-Telly pop for your Gold Pride. So this card is insane. It catches a lot of people off guard. You can kind of, I normally don't like to use it the first summon. Like I like to, do it on a monster that pretty much is like it's gonna stop their turn. I also play Castor Fenrir. I play 2. This card can come up clutch. It leads you into your Barone plays as well. So if you have this with a level 3 tuner, which half the deck pretty much is, that leads into Barone, which is another form of negation, which is really good. And it's not it's not a bad monster on its own right. Like if your opponent activates anything, you get to target a monster and banish it. That's really good. And then I also run 1 Ghost Ogre and 1 Nianian. Now, I did see a deck profile recently that ran this instead of the Psychic Tracker, which I like because you can play through Droll. So I can show you the combo after that. So I'll run those guys. I do run the 1 Call By. This card can come up clutch. People say it's the God card. And I run 3 Talents, 3 Dark Ruler No More, and 3 Cosmic Cyclone. So the theory behind this, I don't like to play against back row decks, so I definitely play Cosmic Cyclone. If you happen to go second, you have a board breaker with this card. This card is just insane. Yeah, you essentially skip your battle phase because you can't really inflict life points, but just the blanket negation helps immensely. If you get hand trapped, you can either draw cards, to fix your hand. You can look at your opponent's hand and you can mess them up, or you can take control of an opponent's monster if you're going second, which can break board. So this card is just super versatile and I like it. So enough said about those cards. Now we're gonna go into the extra deck. The extra deck, I run the Rising Carp. This is the fusion card that you go into for the P.U.N.K side. It pretty much starts your plays. You contribute this card, and then you special summon 2 from your deck, which can lead into the Synchro. And I'll show you the 1 card combo with this deck after we're done. I also run the Synchro, which is the Jam Dragon Drive. You can pay 600 life points to search for a level 3 psychic monster, and then you can either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So this card is really good. And then you have the Amazing Dragon. Amazing Dragon is insane. If you can summon this card on your opponent's turn, and I've bounced card, I think I bounced 5 or 6 cards one time. It's really, really good. It has 3,000 attack. It can summon a punk monster from your graveyard once per turn. This card is really, 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 really good. I used to not go into this card, but I mean, now that I've gone into it, and I know, how to interact with the opponent. It's really, 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 really good. All right. Now for the punk side of the extra deck, we have a Chariot Carry, we have Star Leon, and we have Pinballer. So let's start with this card first. Once you summon this card, you're gonna go ahead and detach. You can search for a punk spell card, which is the searcher that I showed you guys. And then you get to dump a Go Pride monster from your deck to the grave. Now, I like to, off of her effect, I like to go ahead and dump the Roller Baller, because then I can bring it back with Leon on my opponent's turn, and then I can go ahead and do either, I can summon Star Leon off of Leon's effect, or I can go ahead and go into the fusion. So what this card does is I can quick effect pop one monster on my opponent's side of the field, and if my life points are lower, I get to gain their attack of the destroyed monster. So this card can come clutch as like a pop on my opponent's turn. This card is the one that I love so much. So this one says essentially, for each material that I use to summon it, I get to take that many monsters on my opponent's side of the field and equip it. So essentially it's a non-target equip. So if I use, let's say 2 or 3 monsters, I'm chucking 2 or 3 monsters on my opponent's side of the field, and then sometimes I can just end a turn right there, and then it comes back to your turn, and then you can just, one-shot them. So that's insane. And then we have Scrap Dragon. This card, it comes up clutch if you get Gozen matched. I've had it done to me when I didn't have this card in my extra deck, and I lost that match. I saw a deck profile online it was a top 32 deck profile from the most recent regional. I forget where it was, but he was running Scrap Dragon, and it isn't out to Gozen match because, I want to say 75% of your monsters are Earth, so you can make this, and then you can pop the Gozen match, so that's really, really good. I have Dragites. At the end of the combo, you will have water monsters in your graveyard, so this can come up as a spell and trap negate. That's really good. We have Barone. Enough said about Baron, so it's really good. And we have the Psychic End Punisher. This card, I don't like to go into it right away. I like to use it to end games. But some decks can't even get over this because it's unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters. So this card is really, really, really good. Sometimes you can just sit on this and the opponent won't have any answer to that. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and we run the Fortune Tune. Fortune Tune just leads into Zeus, which is right here. So you run a lot of level 3, so you can overlay, attack, swing, it doesn't get destroyed. Then you can overlay into Zeus and then Zeus the board. That's good. And then we also run the Hope Harbinger and the Photon Lord. These cards are really good. These are your rank 8s. This is Spell Negate, this is Monster Negate, so this can help you, excuse me. This can help you play through Nib from the combo, so it's really good. It protects your plays, and so you can keep going. And then this slot is very open for me. I have been going back and forth. I play Nightmare Cerebus. You can also swap it out for this card too. I'm kind of testing both at the moment, but I like this one more as a spot removal. This one can take important cards like, you know, DPE from the graveyard, you know, Bestials, anything like that. So yeah, I mean, you can run either or. I do see, you know, both being played in some decks, so do whatever you guys want in this slot, but I kind of prefer this one at the moment. And now we're gonna go into our 1-card combo. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the 1-card combo. So as you can see here, you have your starting hand of 5. This is gonna be the 1-card combo here with Itelli. So you're gonna activate Itelli. You're gonna go ahead and special summon from the deck. You're gonna special summon Xiamen. Okay. Xiamen, you're gonna go ahead and pay 600 life points to search your deck for a Shirakusai. Now, if your opponent draws you, it's okay. But if they don't, you're gonna go ahead and normal, pay 6, go ahead and fusion summon these two. You're gonna go into Rising Carp. All right, Rising Carp's effect, you're gonna go ahead and tribute this card to special summon two P.U.N.K monsters from your deck to the field, except level 8 monsters. You're gonna go ahead and summon Wagon, and you're gonna summon Deer Note. Wagon, you're gonna go ahead and pay 6 now to go ahead and search for the Extreme Sessions. Okay, you're gonna place that into the field zone there. You're gonna activate it. Now you're gonna go ahead and synchro these because we have a Tuner 3 and a level 5 monster. So you're gonna go ahead and synchro for 8. All right, you're gonna go ahead and special summon that monster there. Now you have 2 effects that are gonna go off right now. You have the Deer Note Engrave. When it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to special summon from the grave to the field. And then this one, by paying 6, you're gonna go ahead and either search for a level 3 psychic, or you can go ahead and dump a level 3 psychic. So you're gonna go ahead and activate this as Chain Link 2. So this is Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Chain Link 2 resolves first. You're gonna go ahead and dump the Virtual World Nian, and then we're gonna go ahead and special summon the Wagon. Okay. Now, because this was in the grave at the moment this was special summoned, its effect's gonna go off. It special summons whenever you special summon a level 3 psychic. When you normal or special level 3 psychic, this comes back as a tuner. So you have 2 tuners here, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and overlay those 2. Also, don't forget to draw off of Extreme Sessions because you activated this effect. Okay. So now we have 5-card hand still. Now we're gonna go ahead and overlay those 2 for Chariot Carry. Here we're gonna go ahead and detach to search for this card. This card is the P.U.N.K Searcher. Now because you activate this effect, you're gonna go ahead and also dump the Roller Baller from your deck to the grave. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and activate this, the Better Luck Next Time. You're gonna go ahead and search for a carry. Okay, you also lose life points equal to the monster's attack, so you're gonna lose 900. And then we're gonna add this to hand. Now we're gonna special summon because our life points are lower than our opponents at this point because we've paid so much life points already. So we're gonna special summon this from hand. On summon, this is gonna go ahead and add us the trap card. All right, so this is Gold Prime, start your engines, okay? All right. Now, this may not look like much, but we're gonna go ahead and set this, okay? At the end phase, this is gonna return to our extra deck. All right. This effect's gonna go off because we had a Gold Pride monster that returned to the extra deck. We're also gonna draw a card, okay? And it also special summons a carry from the graveyard or from the deck. So we can summon another one, it's okay. All right, so as we can see, this doesn't look like much, right? But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Now let's say, you know, we could have extended further just depending on what we drew here. But, you know, for the sake of the combo, this is what we have to work with, right? Now, If our opponent normal summons a monster, we're gonna go ahead and activate this. Okay, start your engines. Now, start your engines is gonna go ahead and e-telly a Gold Pride monster from our deck. And how that works is because you have 3, you can reveal the same monster. It doesn't stop you from revealing 3 of the same monster. So we're gonna reveal 3. So we automatically know that we're gonna summon this card. So we're gonna summon this card. The rest get shuffled into the deck. On summon of Leon, he's gonna special summon a Gold Pride monster from our grave. Okay, we're gonna summon the Rollerballer. So at this point, we already have 1 interruption here. Okay, that was 1. This card can go ahead and synchro. Let's say we want to go ahead and do that now. We're going to synchro into Star Leon. This is a pop. Okay, so this is another interruption. This is a pop. So we have 2 interruptions. Then we also have the Rollerballer, which can fusion summon. So let's say I want to go ahead and after I use this to pop. So we have 1 interruption, 2 interruptions. I'm going to use this effect. We're going to use all 3 of these monsters, if we wanted to summon Pinballer. Now, because I used 3 monsters, I get to go ahead and attach 3 of my opponent's monsters to this card. So now I just stopped my opponent. That's about 5 interruptions, okay? And not including whatever we had here in our hand. So this, I mean, just off of a 1-card combo, you have 5 interruptions. I think that combo is like really good. Obviously, you can extend it further if you had extenders and whatnot. But for a 1-card combo, this is really good. I like the deck. I hope that the deck gets more support in the future. I will continue to be playing this deck. I love this deck, and hopefully I can do it justice. Shout out to the Gold Pride Facebook group. You guys have taught me a lot of things. I'm really appreciative, and I hope I did you guys justice. Thanks for watching. This is Brandon Lauren signing out, and remember, this is the way.